Her house was nearly empty. Debt stood at the door. Only one small jar of oil remained. Then the prophet asked, "What do you have in your house?" "Come closer, my dear ones. You are most welcome here. I am Mama Keza. Let the weight of lack rest for a moment. From my garden, we listen for provision hidden in what remains, even when the room looks bare." A widow came to Elisha with sorrow in her voice. Her husband had died. Debt had followed her home. And now her 2 sons were in danger of being taken away to repay what was owed. Her house did not sound full anymore. The corners were quiet. The shelves held little. A mother looked at her children and wondered how tomorrow could be protected. Elisha did not first ask what she had lost. He asked what she still had. She answered, "Your servant has nothing there at all except a small jar of oil." The word "nothing" can close the heart, but the word "except" can leave a small door open. A jar remained, small, ordinary, easy to overlook. The word "except" can be a small doorway. What looks too little to matter may be the place where God begins. My dear ones, have you ever looked at what little remained and wondered how it could ever be enough? Have you ever felt ashamed to ask for help? Faith asks, "Will I make room for provision before I see it pouring?" Elisha told her to borrow empty jars from her neighbours. Not a few, many. So she walked from door to door. One neighbour gave a jar with a chipped rim. Another gave a clay pot darkened by use. Her sons carried them home one by one until the room began to fill with emptiness. Then Elisha told her to go inside, shut the door, and pour. The first vessel reached its rim. The widow looked down at the small jar in her hand. It should have been empty, but it was not. Behind a closed door, away from the crowd, the widow lifted the small jar again. Her sons stood near the empty vessels. She continued to pour. Oil flowed into one jar, then another. The small jar did not empty. The sons kept bringing vessels and the oil kept answering. The miracle moved quietly through the room, not loudly, not before a crowd, only a mother, her sons, empty jars, and God's provision filling what had been prepared. The quiet surprise is not only that oil multiplied. The quiet surprise is that the miracle needed empty vessels ready to receive. Lack had sent her to borrow. Obedience had filled the room with jars. Then provision came to the places she had made ready. At last she said, "Bring me another jar." But her son answered, "There are no more." Then the oil stopped. She went and told Elisha. He said to sell the oil, pay the debt, and live on what remained. The small jar had become enough. The sons remained home. Morning light touched the clay jars. Her sons stood close, and the quiet room no longer felt empty. Gentle wisdom teaches us. God can begin with what is still in your hand. Provision does not always arrive as a full storehouse. Sometimes it begins as one small jar, one honest need, one borrowed vessel, and one obedient step. Do not despise what remains. So when your house feels empty, pause. Look again at what remains. Ask what can be offered, borrowed, poured, or shared. Sometimes God uses what is already present. Sometimes He also asks us to make room with others. Empty vessels can become places of hope. My dear ones, what small jar remains in your life? Where might God be asking you to make room before the oil begins to flow? Who could you humbly ask for help without shame? May your eyes notice what remains. May your heart not despise small beginnings. May your empty places become vessels for God's provision. May your home remember that little in God's hands is never too small for mercy. Subscribe and return whenever you need quiet again. Another path waits beneath this same wide sky. I am Mama Keza from my garden. The jar looks small, but it was not empty to God. My dear ones, when the path feels uncertain, walk gently. You are not alone. The door opened softly. The sons remained home. The full jars rested in the morning light. And beyond the doorway, another day was beginning.